a Tyrantrum bug, and Kyurem Black and White still need work. What's good? It's your boy Rico. Welcome back to another episode of Pokemon Duel. Now, before we even get into Pokemon Duel, there is a new game on the horizon, and I do want to talk about it. It is Pokemon Rumble Rush. I believe that's what it's called. And it came out, I believe, 2 days ago in Australia. And Saturday Night Monster actually uploaded a video on it because he's in that location. So I'll link that in the description below. And I'm going to link everything in the description below of all the information that we're about to go over. So let's jump into that right now. So this game, Pokemon Rumble Rush, was in development. I believe it started in 2017. Here's the pre-release screenshots. Yeah, May 31st, 2017. And the information that I'm gathering is that it's going to be very similar to Pokemon Quest, or somewhat similar to Pokemon Quest, in the sense of that you kind of just you're walking through and you're just tapping your screen and you're taking out Pokemon. And I just from the first looks of it, it looks cool. The graphics look pretty clean, pretty nice. But if it's anything like Pokemon Quest, I don't know how invested I will be into it. But it's definitely something I do want to check out on the channel. We'll probably stream it when it comes out in the US, and I'm anticipating it's going to be relatively soon. I'm pretty sure this button right here, you can click on it, switch, and you can switch Pokemon in your party. But essentially what you do is you go through stages and you fight big bosses like in Quest. So I'm not going to go through all of these images because there's other things that I do want to show you. But look, like here is... It looks like a Raichu boss right here, and you probably have to fight these Pikachus with. Why would you fight them with a Venusaur? That's my question. But you can also catch Pokemon. Looks like they just caught, what is that, a Blastoise? Yeah, looks like they're catching a Blastoise here. Looks like there are some chests. These chests look awfully familiar. They kind of look like, what is it? Clash Royale. So, I mean, yeah, you just kind of move around, you tap on the screen, you KO Pokemon, and then you fight a boss. All right, so let's actually go over the mechanics of the game. So, Cerebi, if you guys don't know, Cerebi is like the best information for Pokemon. But let's take a look at the game mechanics here is the playing stages. As with previous Pokemon Rumble games, you will go through the stages with your toy Pokemon. In this game, the stages are a fair bit smaller than the previous games. I haven't even played any of the Rumble games before, so I don't know much about them. While other games had stages with multiple floors to explore, this game provides a narrow path with wild Pokemon spawning throughout. I'm not going to go through all of this, but I just kind of I want a brief introduction on what this game is. So it looks like you can catch Pokemon like almost all Pokemon games. The aim here is to get Pokemon. In this game, when you defeat the opponent, there is a random chance that it'll drop and be picked up as a Pokemon for you. Sometimes a Pokemon will get wobbly after an attack, so I guess you have to attack it. If you knock it out, it is guaranteed capture. Oh, so you can knock it out. It's a guaranteed capture, so got to keep that in mind. CP looks like Pokemon games are moving towards CP, the combat points, just like in Pokemon Let's Go and in Pokemon Go. Summon Pokemon. Another new feature of Pokemon Rumble Rush is the Summon Pokemon. One kind of gear that can be obtained is a Summon gear, and each Pokemon has a slot for it. When you put a gear in this slot, as you defeat Pokemon, you have a gauge that fills up. When the gauge is full, you can tap the button, and it will summon a Pokemon to unleash an attack. Okay, so you can tap to unleash an attack on a boss that you're fighting, it looks like. Looks like we also have a okay, here's the super boss. In previous Pokemon Rumble games, you'd encounter bosses at the end of each stage. However, this game adds a new kind of boss, a super boss. These appear in the game's islands and in the tournament and provide an even tougher challenge. These bosses have got a timer. Oh, okay. Well, didn't Quest have a timer? I think it did have a timer. Stage mechanics. Getting to a new stage is not an exact science in this game. Instead of selecting a stage, you need to find it. To do this, after defeating a boss, you will often find a guide feather will drop. The guide feather can be used to place on the map to find. I like that. I like how it's not like so direct. You actually have to find it. That's really actually cool. Other players. Ooh, is there PvP? When on the map, you will sometimes find the air balloons of other players floating around the stage. If you tap the balloon, it'll load up that player's profile, showing their name, rank, language, profile location, and buddy Pokemon. So you can have a buddy Pokemon. But there is another there is another features. With this, you will be given 60 minutes from the interaction to go through their favorite stage. Doing so includes their buddy Pokemon as an ally. So I wonder if you can use that to summon. Interesting. But what I wanted to mostly talk about is they have tournament listings and challenge listings. Like, look at this. They have challenges. Catch a Pokemon with CP 200 or higher, May 15th to June 5th. This is why I think it's going to be coming out very soon for everywhere other than just the down under. So we have challenges. They do have daily missions, I believe. Look at this daily stamp card. As with many mobile games, Pokemon Rumble Rush has a feature that incentivizes daily play. This is the daily stamp card. For every day you play, you will receive a reward. If you hit the 7-day mark, you will get a strong reward. Now, remember, K-Dub was talking about something like this. We would have daily missions, and on like the 7th day or the end of the week, if you completed all of them, you would be guaranteed a rainbow booster. I like how they're taking. I mean, they probably didn't take that idea from us, but I like how they basically implementing what K-Dub wanted. So this is a game that I'm definitely going to be looking out for. I definitely want to test it out. I hope it's more than just tapping on the screen. I hope there is some PvP play to it, but let me know in the comments below what you guys think about this game. Sorry, there is no trailer. I would definitely link the trailer. I'm surprised Pokemon Go hasn't had one, but I would show it to you. But yeah, we don't have one. So let's jump into Pokemon Duel. All right. I'm sorry for all of that. So we have 2 matches to show today. One is a bug featuring Tyrantrum, and then we have another match that is going to feature the Kyurem black and white and what I still think those figures need. But first, we always have something to do. Boosters to open. 3 blue boosters. Feels bad, but we did pull a Tapu Bulu last time. Looks like we're starting off with a Toxicroak, so that's not that bad. And we also have a locked booster. And take a look at my rating. This deck is not that bad. Maybe this is the deck that's going to be the road to 4K. I mean, granted, I haven't really had that much of a challenge with this deck yet. I mean, I did play a couple players in 3.8, 3.6, but the majority of them were in 3.4, 3.5. And not that 3.4 and 3.5 players are bad. Their decision making just could use a little more improvement. All right, so far we haven't gotten anything good. My cats are going crazy. I'm sorry. That's why I kept like stopping and looking around, because they were just going crazy. All right. Locked booster. Something nice, please. Wow. And it's just an uncommon and a Relentless. I know you guys, every time I pronounce something wrong, you guys leave it in the comments below. And I read it. Don't get me wrong. I read the comments, but then I totally space them as I'm actually going in, and making the video. But all right, enough of me ranting, enough of me talking. Let's jump into this first match, which is going to come from Sam. So, Tyrantrum bug. What do you guys think it is? Let's take a look at Tyrantrum and let's just review it real quick. If you take a look at Sam is going back to what he knows. The Swablu deck. So let's just take a look at Tyrantrum and figure out what type of bug we can get from this figure. I mean, it is a restored Pokemon if evolved. It is if its battle opponent is not evolved and this Pokemon is not affected by a special condition, this Pokemon cannot be knocked out in battle. Pretty nice. If this Pokemon is knocked out, it is excluded from the duel. Okay, we know that. When this Pokemon is excluded from the duel, it returns to its previous evolution, if possible. All right, so what kind of bug do you think we're going to encounter? Well, let's take a look. I like how Sam here is super aggressive with the shiny Mega Ray. I mean, no reason not to. I mean, the opponent opened up with, like, why? Why did he open up with this? I don't know why he opened up with this. So, but what Sam's going to do is, I mean, I definitely agree with attack. He's going to attack here and get the miss, or the opponent's going to get the miss. And now they're going to bring on the Aerodactyl. I guess they brought it up because so that the shiny Ray couldn't fly over it because of movement. But it gets KO'd, and then he gets to fly over here, the Aerodactyl. So now he's going to have to go block, and Sam is rocking the double chance. So I totally agree with DCing here. Get rid of the Aerodactyl. Yo, Aerodactyl's been pretty clutch for me. I've been getting so many good Sky Drops that are just, they're so clutch. And I've actually ran, I do run the Power Battle with my my deck because I'm rocking the Duel Blade. But I've actually used it against Aerodactyl before because I attacked into, like, if I attack into something purple heavy, if there's a miss next to their purple, that's a good time to use the Power Battle because look what it does for Aerodactyl. If we both roll purple, I roll into a miss. I mean, I roll into an attack and they roll into a miss. So it's, like I said, it's something that's been useful with the Aerodactyl. But it looks like they're going to max revive here. They're going to attack with the Aerodactyl. I don't know what they're trying to hope for. I guess they're hoping for the fly, and that's exactly what happened. And Sam makes a good play here. He's trying to go for the fly cheese on the Aerodactyl. Skydrop is gone. Unfortunately, Sam does not get the fly, and we still have a game. Sam is going to rush up with the Swablu on the following turn, as he does here. I don't know. You don't have Air Balloon, do you? Molting Energy. For the Altarias? Okay. So no Air Balloon. So the opponent is going to bring on the Tyrant. Attack here survives the roll. Neutral turn, but allows it to evolve, which is nice. That's why I think Sam, it'd be better if he is rocking the Air Balloon, but he is not. Oops, sorry. And they're going to cover here because they don't want their Tyrantrum to get surrounded. But the opponent is going to Metal Coat here. They're going to get this Steelix. I like the play because then they can use the ability to move through here. But Sam is going to, the opponent has to Mega here to be able to go through both of them. But what the opponent is going to do, they're going to Tectonic Rage, and they are going to get rid of one of Sam's Swablu. And now what Sam's going to do is going to move this Swablu and pretty much threaten game here. So the opponent is going to attack here, and unfortunately, Sam did not get a good roll. All he really needed to do was land that roll, and he would be, well, then again, well, he can just move right here. Yeah, he'd be in a good position. But he loses the roll there. But what he's going to do here is he's going to surround the Tyrantrum. And what in the world happened? Like, he instant transmission, it seems like. And look, the game is frozen. Why did this happen? Have any of you surrounded a Tyrantrum and this has happened to you guys? Please let me know in the comments below because, look, nothing can happen. I mean, I can end it, but I can stop it and return, and nothing is going on. I can't select any figures. Why did that happen? Please let me know in the comments below. All right, now let's jump into the last and final match where I do want to talk about the black and white Kyurem. They need work. All right, shout out to Javi. This match came from Javi. So he tweeted on me. Here, I'm going to tell you guys, all right? When I make a video and you guys send me messages via Twitter, Discord is probably the last place you want to send me something because that's the last thing I check. But Twitter, the Instagram, or not Instagram, but the YouTube comments, and also on Instagram, you send me videos. I always go and watch them. But after I make a video, I go to work the following day. I get on the internet at work. The problem is, like, when I see your Duel IDs, I don't have my phone. I don't have access to my phone. Well, I do, but I don't have service. So what I have to do is, like, during my breaks, I have to, like, go out to my car, or even go outside. And even sometimes when I go outside, I still don't have service. And even sometimes when I go to my car, I still don't have service. So I see your matches, like, oh yeah, I gotta remember to check them. So on my breaks, I'll go out and I legit try to watch them. But if I don't have service, I can't watch them. So then when I get home, if I remember, I'm like, oh yeah, there's this one I wanted to watch. So Javi sent me this on Twitter, right? It was after a video I uploaded. I was like, yo, I need to check it out. Didn't check it out until today, and I'm super glad that I did it because he is rocking the black and white Kyurem. Take a look at his deck. He's got 2 Kyurems, Zekrom and Reshiram, this thing, the Coward, and the Rayquaza. The Rayquaza into the Mega Ray, and he's rocking the double DNA splicers. Now, how can we make anything good? Like, anything could virtually be good in today's meta because of the Coward. We know what he does. We know the alchemy, the Mega. You give it to the your desired figure, and then you typically run a Scoop Up. But it looks like Javi is not running Scoop Up here. He's only using the Mega Alakazam for one of the Kyurems. Actually, we're going to look at them because I don't even remember what their abilities are. So, the black Kyurem. So we've got the new buff where it can move on the turn that it evolves. The effects of abilities of the battle opponent that increase or decrease attack damage are nullified. Okay. It can empty move through mons. When this Pokemon is knocked out, it can change into Kyurem. if it does, and there are any of your Zekrom that have been excluded from the duel, move that. So the only really good thing about this, the ability, is how it negates the opponent's ability from increasing or decreasing damage. But that was so long ago. That was so long ago when the meta was like dragons. And this is what's bad about Pokemon Duel, is the power creep. Because look how much damage it does, 100 and 140. These things need an increase in damage, and I think the will needs reworking because he's got the fly. I mean, fly, I don't know. Fly's good for some cheese, but because we're in the purple meta, well, okay, maybe he just needs a damage buff. That's what I think this thing needs. It needs a damage buff. Maybe a different ability too, because that ability is so... It's not that decent anymore. Let's take a look at the other one. So he's got the Draco, and we're in a purple meta where we have at least a 2-star purple. So the Draco isn't going to do anything. I think what would help in their abilities is if it also got like the mega evolution buffs. I know they're not mega evolutions, but if it got like the plus 20 damage, I think it would help out. Or maybe if it increased a star, because like the 1-star Draco isn't going to do anything. Right? It only gets 1 star? I'm pretty sure it only gets 1 star. But, okay, the effective abilities of the battle opponent so it's got the same thing. So, that's what I think. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. But here's how you make them good. What are you going to do? You're going to play the DNA Splicer, and you're going to apply pressure, right? And what's also good is that they have the attack where, if the other one is on the board, what is it, the Ice Burn? Fusion Flare. Yeah, the Fusion Flare. If the other one's on the board that has Fusion Flare or the Fusion Bolt attack, they get excluded. Now, how can you make this good? Obviously, the Coward, right? But think of everything that you need to do to get there. You have to play the DNA Splicer, okay? And you can move on your turn. That's good. You can apply pressure. But then you're going to have to Mega Alakazam. That's another turn. And then it's going to be somewhat decent. But I think the setup just takes too long, and you lose a figure. You lose a figure, but I guess the trade-off is that your Z-Gauge is going to feel better. But essentially, Javi's deck, you're going to have 4 Mons. You're going to have 4 Mons, and there's going to be no way of bringing them back because you're not rocking the Ho-Oh. But I mean, I guess if you get KO'd, you can choose to de-evolve. But then again, you only have 2 DNA squares. So I don't know. I think the setup is too long, but when it works, it's beautiful. And look at the opponent. Look at Javi's opponent. He's got double. He's got these 3 are they're basically purple heavy. That was not that much, but is that level 10? That is level 10. Wow. But he's got 2 Dawn Wings. So sorry, I ranted way too much. Let's see how this match unfolds. Oh, he's gonna air balloon here. He's gonna be defensive, I believe. Yeah, with the Alakazam. And the opponent is also going to be defensive here. And Javi, what he's going to do right away is just DNA Splicer. Take the entry point. Yep. So now opponent's going to bring on the Dawn Wings, and then Javi is going to bring on the other Kyurem. And he's already going to play the other DNA Splicer. I'm like, damn, bro, you're going that quick? I mean, I don't think he takes the entry point because the opponent, I'm assuming, has a long throw. I really don't remember. Okay, so yeah. Doesn't take it. Opponent has a long throw. So now he's going to play the Alakazam. See, if I was the opponent, I would have attacked into one of these things right away. I wouldn't have allowed them to set up like that, but he does, and now this thing is scary because the whole wheel is gold. All he has to do is hit the Fusion Bolt because this one's on the board, Fusion Flare. If this thing hits purple, you know what's going to happen. It's going to get excluded, but the damage, it's so unattractive. So the opponent is going to advance up here, and Javi's going to bring on the Mega Ray. Or the Ray, actually. But they're going to, Javi's going to attack here and gets the clutch roll, the Fusion Flare on the Marshadow, and boom, there's one figure gone. But the opponent still has the advantage. They still have 1 Mon to Javi's 2, or to Javi's 4. They have 5 to Javi's 4. Great play here. Gets the roll, too. And now what Javi's going to do, he's not going to de-evolve him, because he is rocking the max revive. So he's going to max revive here. And get the surround. I forgot about that. It looks like the opponent here is going to max revive, bring this thing back on. And Javi is going to meteoric teachings. I think, why not just attack here? I don't know. I don't remember what he does here. Does he come over here? Does he attack does he do here? Okay, he's going to move over here to protect, I guess. I guess that's good because it does protect the Alakazam. But now what he's going to do, he's not going to waste his Mega. He's going to attack, and he does get a neutral turn, but he's going to go to the PC because of the Judgment. And now Javi is going to attack into the Dawn Wings, hoping for that Fusion Bolt. Yeah, Fusion Bolt, and he does get the Fusion Bolt on the Photon Geyser. And there is one less Dawn Wings that we don't need to worry about. So opponent is going to change forms here and going to attack. This is a great play. However, Javi gets lucky, gets a clutch Psycho Shift roll. He's going to survive, and now he is going to Z-move and get rid of the Aegislash. Thought I heard something. And Javi's sitting pretty now. He's got 2 Mons. I think it's 2 Mons. Wait, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, he's got 2 Mons excluded, 1 Mon in the PC, and 1 Mon still Alchemy that has the advantage on 2 of the 3 Mons that are left on the board. And there's not much the opponent can do here. I don't know why. The opponent probably should have ultra there. But he's going to attack again, and he does get the Fusion Bolt again. So look at that. 2 Dawn Wings gone. Hold on, let me see. He does have the burst. Why did you not burst there, dude? You totally should have burst. And I would have attacked here, actually. I would have bursted and hit here. No, probably this. Yeah, probably. Yeah, this is the bigger threat, obviously, because it's Alchemy. Yes, I would have. Interesting play there. I don't see what I'm saying? 3.6. I mean, he should know better. I don't know why he didn't burst there. But Javi's going to come back. The opponent's Z gauge is up. So now they're going to Air Balloon here, and they're going to attack the Alakazam. Great play, hoping for that gold into purple. Unfortunately, they don't. They get the Steel Bind. And if I was Javi, I would have just... He's trying to set up for the surround. The opponent is rocking the gold block, which is good because now he can get his MP back. But I think I would have just rushed with the black. Wait, is that the black? Yeah, it's the black. So now there's not much the opponent can do here. Javi's going to Z-move. He's going to attack into the Kyogre, the Primal Kyogre, and then also freeze the Arceus. But the thing is, because it can de-evolve, it can also unfreeze the Arceus. But that's okay. Javi's going to attack again, and he's going to go for another exclusion. Unfortunately, he does not get it this time. But things are still looking bad for the opponent. The opponent's going to attack here, and if Javi hits the fly, it's going to be GG, boys. Do you think he's going to hit it? Of course he's going to hit it. He's going to do it for the tube. He's going to get the fly cheese for the win. Let's go. GG, boys. 2 things to think about, guys. Well, 3, actually. Pokemon Rumble Rush. Are you guys excited to play it? I'm excited to test it out. Hopefully it'll be fun. Hopefully it'll be good for the channel. 2. Tyrantrum bug. Have you guys seen that? And 3, what do you think the Kyurem Black and White need to be better? Do you think they're good where they're at? I think it takes too much setup. Please let me know in the comments below. Till then, ladies and gentlemen, as always, peace.